What's up, y'all? It's your girl Jemiah Nicole, and I'm back with another video. Right now, I am currently folding, but while I'm folding, I'm about to do a Q&A. So I'm folding questions on my iPad. The first question is, do you have a good relationship with your parents? I have a good relationship with my mom. I don't have a good relationship with my dad. I feel like we are still working and building towards a good relationship or a healthy daughter and father relationship. So yeah, who did you last say I love you to? I think, I don't want to lie, I think it was at work to one of my daycare kids. I'm just gonna say my daycare kids. I don't know. Do you regret anything? No, I don't regret anything in life. I think everything builds character. I say that a lot. Everything builds character and everything allows you to grow and to become a better person and to blossom into who God has for you to be. Am I insecure? No. I wouldn't really say that I'm insecure. I mean, sometimes I have my days, but I'm not insecure. I have my days where I don't feel like I'm doing enough, or like, I could be doing more, but I'm not insecure. Question 5 is, what is my relationship status? Mind your business, okay? That's my relationship status. My relationship my relationship status is, that's a good man, Savannah. I lied to y'all not. Question 6 says, how do you want to die? I don't know. I don't think about how I want to die at all. Not one bit. Number 7 says, what did I last eat? The last thing I ate was some Miss Vicky's jalapeno chips from Subway. Well, no, technically that's a cap. I just tasted the rice that I made, but I had like this much, so I'm gonna just say yellow rice. But yellow rice and jalapeno chips. Question 8 said, played any sports? Yes. When I was in high school, I was a goalie. I played soccer. And something about that as a black girl just makes me feel good because I did what the black girls wasn't doing. And yeah. Question 9. Do you bite your nails? Yes, I bite my nails really, really, really bad. To the point where I keep press-ons on, or I get my nails actually done because it helps me not have the urge to bite my nails. This is about to be my face rag. Question 10, when was my last physical fight? My last physical fight was 2021 with a human I was in a relationship with. Do you like someone? Yes, I like someone real bad. It's cute. It's cute. It's cute. It's very cutesy, very mindful, very cute. But yeah, I do like someone, and I'm willing to give it a chance. Okay, yeah. I just had this shirt on today for work. The next question is, have you ever stayed up 48 hours? No, I think the most I did was stayed up for like 24, but not 48. I would literally crash and burn after a while, not getting enough sleep, because I just get tired after a while. I was looking for a Jordan. The next question is, do you hate anyone at the moment? No, I don't. I feel like I did have hatred in my heart towards a person, but I literally just had to forgive them because forgiveness is what's best for me. In order for me to grow, in order for me to continue to heal, in order for me to receive blessings from God, I just like let it go. And I was just like, it is what it is. Like, you did what you did. Like, you know, whether you acknowledge it, whether we, you know, are honest about it, it happened. You know? So, yeah, that's that. Next question is, do you miss someone? Not really. I feel like the people that I've missed, I've recently been in contact with. So yeah. Have any pets? Yes, I have a dog, Onyx. He is a Yorkie Maltese. How exactly are you feeling at the moment? Right now, in this moment, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling loved. I'm feeling peace. I'm feeling joy. Ever made out in the bathroom? No. First of all, no. Are you scared of spiders? Yes. I should have skipped that question. I didn't even like that. Am I scared of spiders? Yes, I am. I have a fear of spiders. Really, really, really bad. I don't like spiders. I don't like snakes. Would you go back in time if you were given a chance? No and yes. I feel like no. I feel like I would go back in time. I wouldn't necessarily stop anything that happened from happening. I think I would go back in time and just communicate and be more vocal about things that were happening to me when they were happening to me, if that makes sense. Where was the last place? I don't even know what that means, so we'll skip that. What are my plans for this weekend? I cannot tell y'all no plans for the weekend because we ain't made it to the weekend yet. And me and my family were really spontaneous. Like sometimes we didn't have nothing planned and we would just be into stuff. Do you want kids? How many? I do want kids. I want 4. I literally want 4 kids. Max is 5, minimum 4. Max is 5, my minimum is 4. Nothing more, nothing less, you know? Do you have any one, two, three. Do you have any piercings? If so, how many? I have 4 piercings total. And yeah, that's it. What is your best subjects? What is, are, and were your best subjects? My best subjects in school was English, history. I'm not a math girly. I'm not really a science girly. Like, science is fun, but it's not like, yeah, no. It's not like that, but it's fun, you know? Do I miss anyone from my past? No. I feel like anyone from my past, I don't miss them. I feel like, let me not cap. I miss one person from my past, but I feel like I don't know how I really feel about the whole situation as a whole. So I'm still trying to, explore and lean not into my feelings, but leaning into God, hoping that there's some a resolution or resolvement in anything that is happening, you know. And this is how I feel. What am I craving right now? That strawberry cheesecake ice cream that I have sitting in my freezer. That's what I want really, really, really bad. Have you ever broken someone's heart? I feel like I have. And I feel like that because sometimes I've had to walk away from people, or sometimes like because people have hurt me, I've hurt them back intentionally. I cannot lie. I've hurt them back intentionally because they had hurt me, and yeah. So I can admit that I probably have broken someone's heart by doing things that I shouldn't have done. Have I ever been cheated on? Yes, I've been cheated on in almost all of my relationships. And yeah, that's that. Have you ever made a boyfriend cry? Yes, but not me being a bad girlfriend, but conflict happened and boom, yeah, he was crying. What's irritating me right now? Nothing. Does somebody love me? Yes, I'm very loved. Yeah. What is my favorite color? Um, my favorite color, I have a few. So I would say pink, yellow, and blue. Right now, I'm really obsessed with pink. I don't know why. I don't even know where that came from, but I'm obsessed with pink. I I'm still obsessed with purple. I'm still a purple girly. I love how purple looks. Yeah. Do I have trust issues? No and yes. I feel like sometimes I don't go into things like not thinking that people can't be trusted. But if you give me a reason not to trust you, then yes, I will have trust issues. But if you don't give me no reason not to trust you, I won't have trust issues. If that makes sense. Okay, the next question is, I'm just reading questions, okay? I got these off the internet. What moment in your life do you think shaped you the most? I think when I was attempting suicide my 12th grade year, I think those moments shaped me the most because that's a time in my life where I was so depressed. I was in homosexual relationships, like being cheated on, like being we were physically fighting, so there was physical abuse, emotional abuse, mental abuse. And I think at that time I was just so lost on who I was lost in my identity, I was lost in what I wanted to do, what I felt like my purpose was, what my plans was. So it just like that shaped me the most because in that time I started smoking heavily. But as I was smoking heavily, I started having like panic attacks. I wasn't sleeping, I wasn't eating. I was still trying to smoke, but I was just so paranoid. Like I didn't, yeah. So that really took time. Like that shaped me the most because it's like I literally had to go and relearn myself. Like I had to find out who God was and just get a better understanding of God. If you could know the absolute truth to one question, what would it be? I feel like I went searching for a question that I had an answer to, and I got it. And after I got it, it really didn't make me feel no way. Like, oh, okay, like I knew you lied about what it was, but it's like I wasn't wrong for how I reacted, kind of thing. Do you think people are born good or do they learn to be good? I feel like everybody is born good. Like, you're not born into this world plotting to do evil. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're born into sin, but sin is bad. But I don't feel like people aren't born good. I feel like life, things in life happen. Certain things in life happens to people, which allows them to take the goodness and the kindness away that they could have potentially have had, and it makes them like bad. But I think that's just what that is, you know. I don't know, maybe I don't know about that too much, but I feel like I don't know. What do you think happens after we die? We either go to heaven or hell. That's it. That's it. That's all. Um, that's it. You either go to heaven or you go to hell. Is there a decision you've made that you wish you could undo and why? No. I feel like any decision that I've made, I've had to make it because it was what it was best for me. It was what was best for my mental health. It was what's best for what I needed to do in order to grow, for my purpose, for my gifts, for my calling. I feel like any decision I made, I had to have made it. Um, Even the dumb decisions, even the things that I did, not really thinking of too much thought, not really thinking about how I would feel, how it would affect me. Even those decisions, it's like I don't wish I would have undone them because everything happens for a reason. What does happiness mean to you? Happiness means being at peace, being in a good mental space, like your emotions are, it's like steady, like you feel good, you feel confident, you feel joyful, like you aren't complaining, like even when life and turmoil is happening, like you're still finding the good in life, you're still finding something to be proud of and grateful for, and all of those kind of things. Do you believe in fate or that we create our own destinies? I believe that God creates the destinies. I believe that God creates the plans that he has for us, and that it's nothing that we could do sometimes. It's all of him. Like sometimes everybody, oh, I want this. And I don't know. I feel like God creates our destiny. I feel like we don't really, like, we could try to create it, but I feel like it'll never amount to what God really has for us. What's a belief you once held strongly that you've since changed your mind about? I don't have no belief that I've changed my mind about, that I felt strongly about, that I've changed my mind about. I don't have no belief. What was your biggest challenge and how did you overcome it? My biggest challenge was anxiety and depression, and I overcame it by reading my word. I overcame it by being consistent. I overcame it by fasting and praying and literally leaning to God and not leaning into what I think should be happening or could be happening. In what ways do you think you've grown in the past year? I've grown in my spiritual walk. I've grown like naturally, like being able to articulate more, not shutting down, like being more open, being more mindful, like making more friends, setting boundaries, and those kind of things. What's something you always wanted to do but have been too scared to try? YouTube. YouTube was something I've always wanted to do, but I was too scared to try it. But then I just tried it, and yeah, I'm here. What does love mean to you, and how do you know when you found it? Um, Love is a feeling. Um, you love means. What does love mean to me? Love means I'm patient. I'm understanding. Love means I'm kind. Love means I listen. To me, this is what love means to me. Love means being understanding, being able to have tough conversations, being able to be yourself, being able to be free and open. Um, that's what love means to me. I feel like you'll know when you find love when it's not confusing, when love doesn't make you question yourself, when love doesn't make you depressed, when love doesn't make you want to kill yourself, when love isn't abusive, and that's physically, mentally, emotionally, financially. You'll know you found love when love doesn't hurt you in any way, like cheating or being sneaky or lying. Like, you'll know you found love when it doesn't hurt, when it feels safe, when it gives you that sense of peace, and not when it's an additive to what you have. Like, oh, you add joy to my life. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's when you know you found love, when even if we have a disagreement, we're able to talk about it, we're able to work it out, we're able to figure these things out and move past the situation. You know you found love when you can forgive. Love does mean to me forgiving. Love means putting your pride aside. Love means letting your guard down, those type of things. How do you deal with regret and forgive yourself for mistakes? Honestly, sitting and talking to God. That's how I deal with regret, and that's how I forgive myself. Literally sitting and talking to God and like letting him know, like, hey, I understand that I put myself in da 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 da, and I know that wasn't right, or I know that this happened and this happened, and I just go to God and I talk to him about it. I cry to him about it. I pray, And I say, well, God, help me learn how to forgive myself. Help me learn how to not beat myself up for a situation that happened, for circumstances, that happened or took place. What do you think I don't even know what that means. I'm sorry. If you could live during any period in history, when would it be and why? If I could live in any period of history, I would probably live like in the 90s, like late 90s, early 2000s, just to see like the vibe, the scenery, the clothes, like the hair, the nails, like the accessories. Like I like to hear the music, just everything, Yeah. Yeah. What's one thing I would like to change about myself? Um, One thing I would change about myself is like how I handle my emotions personally. Sometimes I just push my emotions off to the side and I don't really deal with it. I feel like when I'm frustrated or overstimulated, it's just like everything hits me at once. Like I could be frustrated about one situation and now I'm like full-fledged crying, boohoo, sobbing about everything that has nothing to do with the one situation. Literally. So yeah, I would change that. Like not being easily to be frustrated or not being easily to be like overstimulated or you know that type of stuff. What kind of parent do you think I would be? I think I would be maybe like a cool mom. I think I would be like a cool mom, but I think I will also be like very structured in my doing and when it comes to my kids so that they know like, hey, mom is giving you that safe space, but please do not push past boundaries, do not push past what we talked about. If there's anything that you would like to do outside of what we talked about, like I want you to feel comfortable enough to come to me. That kind of mom. Like I feel like I want to be a mom. I want to be the kind of parent that my kids feel safe with in any aspect, whether it's emotional, mentally, like physically. Like I want them to always feel safe. I want them to know that they can lean on to me, that mom will give them wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Like mom will pray for them. Like I want to be that type of mama. Okay? Are you confrontational? Me personally, I would say no, but if you ask other people, people probably would say yes. And I feel like I'm not really confrontational, but I'm confrontational. Like I don't care for confrontation, but if it gets to a point where I feel like this is a repeated behavior, repeated situation, now I'm going to come off confrontational because now I feel like you're playing with me, and I don't really like to feel like played with or anything like that. What is my favorite hobby to do alone? Color. I love coloring. It's so peaceful. Like I color and I can just zen and go into like quiet mode, and it's like nobody will ever know. Is coloring a hobby? I don't think that's a hobby, but if it isn't, oh well, I like to color. That's what I like to do. What do you hope to grow out of? I hope to grow out of shyness. I hope to grow out of fear. I hope to grow out of like fear of communicating. I hope to grow out of feeling like abandoned or like left out sometimes, or like that I don't have people. I hope to grow out of those. That literally. When was the last time you really panicked? Literally, just Saturday. I had a nightmare and I woke up like dang near about to poop on myself. So I was so scared. I was just so confused. I had a nightmare and I was confused. I was just confused. So yeah. When and where did you go on your first date ever? I don't remember. Um, I would have to say when I was like in high school, so like 16. I guess when boys were taking like you to a football game as a date. I don't know, that doesn't really count, but if we have to make something count, maybe that. Um, but if not that, recently, literally this year, May, I wouldn't, that would, cause let's both do that. My first real date was, I don't know, I would say May. If I don't say a football game, which I don't really count that as a date, because whatever, then May. To out to eat. I was asked out on a date and went out to eat. Yeah. Um, where do you think you'll see yourself in 10 years? In 10 years, I see myself being married. I see myself being a millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire, quadrillionaire. I see myself still doing YouTube. I see myself being a mom. I see myself growing in the things of God, still in ministry full time. I see myself traveling more. If not still living in the States or in North Carolina, I see myself living in Paris because I want to live in Paris. Yeah. What do you think? Can enemies be friends? Yes, I think sometimes in life there's a point in time in life where you just grow up and you mature, and I think sometimes people can have a sit down conversation and address that. Hey, this is an issue that we had. It don't have to be weird tension and beef. I feel like if there was a certain extent to what kind of enemies y'all were, then I would not recommend kind of trying to be friends. But I think even if y'all don't be friends, a conversation and just like simple forgiveness is still good and valid. Do you lose your temper easily? Sometimes yes. I get very irritated and annoyed and frustrated. I don't even get angry. I just be like frustrated sometimes. I just be overwhelmed, literally. Yeah. Who was my crush as a kid? Justin Bieber. I love Justin Bieber so bad. Yeah, that was it. What skill did you master when you were younger that you've forgotten since? Um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think when I was younger. I would say like cooking was a skill that I had mastered when I was younger. But I haven't forgotten that I still cook. So if not cooking, I don't know. I don't know. Were you nervous during your first kiss? Yeah, I was young. Like, yeah. So yeah, I think those are all the questions. I'm trying to find some more. Um, what's one thing you would change about your past if you could? I feel like in my past, I would just change like my lack of communication. I would change that so bad. I feel like I don't communicate. Like I didn't communicate, or like I would change not leaving the first time. That's something I would really change. I feel like the first time that something or someone did something, I should have left. That's something I would change, not leaving. What's the most important lesson you learned from a past relationship? Not to stay. Um, don't stay. You're not God, so don't try to force them to change. Don't try to get them to change. When someone shows you signs of disloyalty, dishonesty, leave. And yeah, don't stick around. Literally, I would. That's what I learned, to not stick around. And when people show you who they are, just leave. What's something you always wanted to say to someone but never have? If I could say one thing to someone, it would be, please leave me alone. I am past that chapter in my life. I don't look. I don't pick. I don't. Please leave me alone. I think that would be what it is. Please leave me alone. That's something I always wanted to say to someone but never have. Please leave me alone. If I could only keep 5 possessions, what would they be? My teddy bear, my phone, my TV, deodorant and a toothbrush. Maybe take one off and put soap. Who knows? Just something. What's the best part of being me? I am random. I'm a ball of energy. Like, I'm like a 2-year-old. I think that's the best part of being me. Like, you know how 2-year-olds have the highs, and when they're on their highs, just like, that's me. Like, I have like sporadic highs, sporadic moments of just energy, and I think that's the best part of being me, because it's so random. We could be sitting and I would just start dancing. Like, I am goofy, I'm giggly, I'm bubbly. Like outside of me not talking, like, home, when I'm home with my family, I would dead break dance in the middle of the floor, or I'll just be laughing and just having a good time. Like, so yeah. What's something you've done that you advise others never to do? Don't lose your virginity. I've done it. Don't do it. Don't lose your virginity. Yeah. What's my favorite thing about myself? My smile. What's the most significant change you've made in your life that has made you a better person? Standing up for myself. Once I started standing up for myself, I feel like nothing else in life mattered. Like, I'm doing what's best for me. I'm loving myself. I'm pouring into me. Yeah, that's what I would say. So that's it for this Q&A. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn post notifications on so you can be notified every time your girl posts another video. I love y'all. Be blessed. Never be in distress.